All right, hold up. All right. So, like I said, man, we won't be doing that again. I'm not going to be starting any shows over. That chat is open. These people are not able to move me slightly because I am the Batman. So, like I said, again, you're trying real hard, but I'm right here, unwavered, unfazed, and unmoved, and you haven't done anything to me. No, like I told you, every response I will respond. I will be human. I'm not putting up with nothing, as I told you before. So again, Christina has been completely exposed. Like I said, she is who put out my location when I was over there at UT when they locked me up on a 7-year warrant. You understand? That's illegal as hell. And that dude that was driving the tractor, he snitched and he ratted because he was discriminate. That's what happened. Yeah, I sent the pictures of where I was at. I was just chilling on my laptop and the dude pulled up and arrested me on a 7-year warrant. This person set me up and put me in jail, knowing what I was going through physically because they made the phone calls to Seton Hospital. You're talking about I just figured out my own plot. I figured out what they're trying to do to me, just like I already told you. I knew this the whole time. Like I said, then they just sent this dude on the panel for the last stream, so I would have to restart it for what purpose? Pretending that you're her. Like I said, I mean, there's no choice in the matter. When I tell you to do something, you do it. I tell you to come on the panel, you'll come on the panel. It's not a difficult concept. Again, you're making me look no way. You're not doing nothing to me. These fools is powerless. So, like I said, right, I knew it was fake the whole time. Like I said, you don't have any money. You're poor, right? You're talking about a fake settlement and nonsense and this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's all cute and all, but none of it exists. You understand? None of it. None of it exists. Like I said, every time I'm out here, the problem is that people want to act like it's playtime, like it's a joke. Ain't nothing to joke about this. It's serious business. Feel me? It is what it is. Like I said, all of that, what you're talking about, it doesn't exist. I don't have time for it. I got time to get busy and win and progress. Look, walk sign on and they still moving. So yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, we're going to keep on winning. Tyree Sneed is stronger than ever. That's reality, and you can't stop the Batman. And like I said, all your weird little antics, like I said, you do them all behind a computer. Right. So what's the point? You haven't accomplished anything, brother. I'm right here, good, free, happy, doing my thing. See, I don't have anything to hold together. See, I told you, I understand when people are trying to act some way towards me. Yeah, like I said, I knew that was fake the entire time, brother. I've been saying that. What are you talking about? See, that's the weird thing. Like, I just don't have time for it, man. We're going to talk to people who make sense. That's all. And that's the solution. Everything else gets completely ignored. You'll receive no more responses, straight Grey Rock method. And like I said, if it continues, I'll just have to close the chat because, again, there is no purpose. I want to be able to talk to people. Like, it's ridiculous. Can't even have a conversation with folks. Can't talk to people. What is that? I don't know why these folks think that they're accomplishing something. It's mad weird. You understand? What I'm going to do is I'm going to say this. I'm going to say my health matters, right? And I can make it on my own. I'm not here to endure anything. And that is what it is. Like I said, no, I'm a happy person, cool customer. These people are trying to play games on the internet. What's that got to do with anything? I'm out here right now in these streets. Like I said, yep, we run the streets. Yeah, I don't know what you talk. I don't know why it should matter to me or I should care. I don't care, dude, about what you're saying. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't exist. So we're not going to repeat that anymore. We're going to keep on moving, folks. I'm out here getting money, getting paid. We are monetized what they want to be. Like I said, that $6.8 million settlement never existed, right? That individual has no identity, right? And it is what it is. They were working with them, with the red triangles, and they lost. Right, your plot was folded. Right, so again, I just escaped the stronghold through God. Right, why are you trying to come over here with my show, right, and not get people to hear the truth? I just escaped the stronghold, people. Stronghold of the devil. Right, that's what you were using that Christina individual for, and that's a real person. That's a prison sentence. That's life in prison. And then trying to distract me while I'm out here talking. Right. What do you mean? Talking about, oh, she'll do this and that. What she'll do is she'll get out of my server that I created for us to talk. That's what she'll do. You'll all do what you're told. Feel me? Like I said, nothing going on, sir. You have to make sense. Right. Okay. Let me screenshot. And we're not going to continue this. I'm going to close the chat. Right? We're not doing this anymore. Yep. There will be no communication. Easy. My business continues to succeed. These people are not laughing. They're very upset. Let's keep winning. Let me shut down that chat so we can keep on winning. Easy. Easy money, baby, because I'm rich and they have no money. Let's go. Hold up. All right. I love it. So, like I said, we move on right about our business. These people are pressed and triggered as can be and have had absolutely no effect on me. Like I said, everything you try to throw at me, and I just shake it off. Easy money. Like I said, I'm who's rich, I'm who's wealthy, I'm who's makes all the bread. I come out here, I make all the money. And like I said, God is going to bless me with my inheritance they stole and millions upon millions of dollars. And you know what it is. And now y'all don't get to talk to me at all. Like I said, now I'm going to make sure none of y'all talk to me. I'm taking your voice away completely now. Now I'm done. Now we can't play games at all, right? So like I said, they want to type and write checks they can't cash and pretend that they're talking in an energy they would never speak to me. Like I said, all it shows is how jealous and envious you are of who I am and my success. Like I said, that individual, what they will do is they will leave my server as I have instructed you to do. Yes, you will. I don't know what you're talking about. And again, I will not be made to do nothing. I will not run to peasants or other people for my problems. I will continue to be the man that my father raised, and I will continue to defeat you. I run these streets. Like I said, I don't need to run to other people for my problems. I'm a grown man. I'm a boss. Like I said, you feel some way. You clearly are very, very upset at my success. I'm out here right now. Are you out here? Are y'all pulling up? Are you coming to see me? No. They can never play victim. You see what they're saying? I just documented it. And you were so slow, you put your legal name. Easy. Like I said, no, these issues are coming from the same key few people. You're already on a federal indictment list. Bro, that chapter is over with. We already won against you. Moving on to the future, bigger and better things for Batman. You'll never hear me even talk about any of these folks or discuss that again. Like I said, do not linger in my server. Please leave the server. You understand? You do not have a choice. You understand? And if you linger in that server, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete the server. And see, I can't do that because all that is evidence for court. So legally, I am asking you, bound by legal terms, you need to leave that server. It is not a choice. You understand? So like I said, it is what it is. Just go on about your business. See, these people, they don't want to go on about their business. They want to do weird things. That's fine. I'm not going to sit here and have people influence my decisions and what I do. You're not going to play hardball with the master of hardball. Leave the server. You understand? That's it. There's nothing to say, man. Nothing to talk about. Like I said, you all let this go on this entire time. You were who organized and allowed all this to happen, right? Because you allowed people to keep on saying things that weren't there. You tried to keep repeating something that doesn't exist. I don't have women problems. Women don't play games with me. These are people I never met. These are trolls online. What does that have to do with me? That has nothing to do with nothing. What you're trying to do, what you've done towards me, It's guaranteed prison life sentence. I won. It is what it is. They are consumed with jealousy. They are consumed with envy because they know I make a ton of money doing what I do. I make good money. See, that's reality. See, you don't dictate reality. What are you talking about? Hold on. So yeah, like I said, end of the day, we just gonna keep on winning, coach. We gonna keep on winning, son. And that's it. Like I said, I don't need a chat room. We'll have no interaction with the audience. That's it. Let me delete that other live stream too. It's a waste of my time. Hold on. We're gonna get back to business here. All right. So yeah, like I said, man, folks just don't have an answer for me. It's about as simple as that. That's it. That's all. Hold up real quick. And I'm gonna get every dime and every penny and every red cent of my money that YouTube and Google owes me with this lawsuit. There's going to be several of them. And I'm going to get every penny and dime on this network. Like I said, I already monopolized it. I'm the breadwinner. I'm who makes the money. And like I said, all you folks in the public have to do to support me is donate. You can see these people trying to do everything in their power to stop me. You just threw everything you could again at Batman behind a computer and didn't slightly move me. Fake talk doesn't do anything for me, brother. I tell you one time, you keep it moving. You repeating yourself is odd, but keep that up. It ain't doing nothing for me. Like I said, these people, they want to simulate and talk as if something's happened that hasn't, as if reality doesn't exist, but it does, Duke. I'm rich and wealthy. I succeeded. You can't handle my success because you have none of your own. These people can't afford a hot dog. That's reality. Every statement I said stands, it's proven. Why are you online trying to act like you can come up against reality and God's son and God? Bro, you're fighting an uphill battle. Just like he said, Wesley Snipes, some always trying to skate uphill. That's you. Like I said, these are the modern day vampires, the narcissists. They want to talk about energy harvesting, all that. You're not doing none of that. You're on a computer playing games, federally indicting yourself, self-snitching, and incriminating yourself. I have you on a federal indictment. There's nothing further for me to do. You understand? I don't know what you're talking about. None of those things are going on. I'm here pleasant, calm, happy, free, and do what I want. And like I said, I'll do what I want in my home, in my land. You won't tell me nothing about it. Like I said, there will be no further communication with anyone in the public. I'm done talking to all of you. Like I said, it's on now, and that's about it. Batman is going to win and show you and demonstrate who's boss through action now. Like I said, we go completely quiet, radio silent. All we do is talk on here. See, that's the way I made the game. No, I'm just trying to have a chat and talk. Like I said, you can't tamper with my business. All goes in the federal lawsuit. I don't know why these people think that they're above the law. You're not. It's very weird. I don't know why you would do that. Like, you don't know how to think. That's funny, bro. So, like I said, Christina, same thing, looking at a prison sentence, right? That's a life sentence at that. For putting out my location and having me locked up at that time on a 7-year warrant. She was the reason I got arrested, right? Did nothing for me when I was in jail, but wants to sit there and talk about a fake settlement that doesn't exist and act like she's doing something. Hold up. It is absolutely unbelievable. Like real talk. Hold up. Unbelievable. You people are such a joke, just like out here. Ain't none of y'all tough. Ain't none of y'all nobody. I stay telling you what it is. Like I said, this is my country. I run it. These people do what I tell them to do. Cut my grass and be quiet. The rest of you will continue to do what I tell you to do. That's right. This is America, boy. You ain't gonna never act like I'm not the authority here. Yes, I am. So, like I said, all my responses and actions make sense. We will never be guilt tripped. Nothing. We are not accepting nothing. Do not come at me. Do not approach me. And if you approach me, I don't care who it is. I'm getting ready and I'm defending myself at all costs. Yes, that's what time is for. Like I said, when I'm out here moving as Batman, this is real. This ain't fake. We ain't putting on a show for you. I'm getting ready to get busy in New York. You understand? God gonna make a way. God gonna provide my future, and it ain't through none of you. Y'all people are all working with the devil. Feel me? Like I said, every day they're sitting there plotting, want to try to take my blessings and stop my future. And that's okay. And everyone could have stopped that, and stop it. It's the weirdest public and weirdest society I ever seen. I come out here, they all want to smile and honk and all that. Like, that's all good. I get it. But, you know, these other folks are all dropping the ball and, you know, ain't nobody doing nothing about it. I guess they can't. You know what I mean? But, like, I know that people could have helped me and they didn't do nothing. So it's like, okay, it's all good, man. Like I said, I don't understand. There was no need for that. Like I said, and this is what happens every time is that I just open a chat and then they start acting like they're doing something. Again, why are you typing to me like you accomplished something? I'm right here, dude. I'm good. I'm Gucci. Always. God takes care of me. What are you saying? So you want people to be upset. Being upset ain't that big of a deal, bro. What? Life goes on, man. I'm going to be all right. My heart's strong as hell. That's why you were making remarks, right? Towards my heart. My heart is beautiful and strong. You understand? You can't stop me. There's nothing you can do to me. But I can tell you one thing. I know y'all are not in good health at all. I know that much. Like I said, this is how they try to treat folks, right? So imagine, right, with everything else. Imagine with animals. This is why I stand up for animals and people. That's the way they're trying to treat me while they sit behind a computer. That's cowardly. You're not laughing. You're not bragging. Yeah, you got shut down. Today and every day. You'll always get shut down. Why do you think that just because you talk, all of a sudden it turns into some major thing? There's nothing going on, dude. People are delusional. Like I said, they're funny. See, they think if I lose my temper and I'm angry, oh, it's a big deal and I lose everything. I told you, I'm going to keep showing you it's not. I'll get mad anytime I want. See, that's the thing. I show you one time and then y'all want to sit there and act. Oh, don't act with me, bro. Don't play with me. Got time for people like that, man. Like I said, want to keep on going over the same thing, right? Like trying to use my anger against me. Oh, keep getting angry, right? I know what you're trying to do. Yeah, you think that affects me, right? And clearly my span, right? You petty. You want some petty coward stuff. Bro, I'm an immortal vampire. I'll get mad all I want and be straight. I'm going to be just fine. Don't worry. I don't even sleep, barely slept because of you, because of Christina. And I'm going to still be all right. Watch. So what do you mean? See, these folks, they want to run their mouth. They want to talk, but you ain't being fair and you ain't being human and humane. And again, I don't tolerate that. So like I said, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, again, you haven't said anything in front of me. You never will. You can send agents all you want. You're going to go to prison. So are they. And your agents can't even say nothing to me. Like I said, we're not accepting anything but respect. You know what I mean? Anybody, they're sitting there like it's their job to play games and try to step over that, but they're not actually doing it. I mean, do what you want. I mean, has it worked thus far? Every agent G-checked, everyone shut down, right? All your employees shut down. You lost. Hold up. So again, you can see how these people are trying to take advantage of my position on this network here on YouTube. And they're not talking like normal folks do in a chat. They have a clear agenda of what they're trying to do, and they're trying to overload me. They're trying to overwhelm a gangster at a distance hiding, right? And you gave me your name, and your name's all over. You know, you're constantly putting it in the chat. Nobody knows who you are. I don't understand why anyone would do that to themselves. But like I said, it's just clear that you have nothing going for you and you're very miserable. That's all. Now, sometimes you'd be surprised, you know, how weak and dark some people are. That's all. You know what I mean? That's fine. But, you know, you're going to be held accountable in a court of law. That's it. Issue resolved, moving forward. Like I said, no need to ever talk about it again. And that individual, Christina, will leave my server. You do not have a choice. You understand? Do not linger in there. Leave the server. You understand? Because you've been caught red-handed, as you already were. No, there's no, oh, this keeps continuing. No. And I'm not deleting that server. That's court evidence. If you continue to linger in that server, what they're going to do is they're going to call that tampering with court evidence. I'm instructing you legally. This is, you're legally bound, legal terms. Do not linger in my server. Leave my server. There's nothing to talk about. You made your decision. Stick with it. You feel me? That's it. See, these people don't get how serious of a situation this is. They know it because they're the ones doing it, but they want to keep playing and pretending, and they want it to continue. Why would I get treated some way through the internet? How is that fair? Like I said, what? Because the chat room's open? You're serious right now? Like, what? Every time I've opened the chat, they've come over there knowing it's a felony across state lines. That's just weird, man. So don't sit there and tell me you're laughing. You're in some serious desperation, pressed and triggered at my success. That is unbelievable that it's that serious to people. Like I said, bro, you just literally gave me a warning on my channel for a video there was nothing wrong with because you're sitting there trying to false flag every minute of every day. That's insane, bro. That ain't YouTube. That's some other stuff, bro. You take this a little too seriously, Home Skillet. Y'all need to get a job, bro. Like, you really do need to go to trade school. Those are all things people told you, huh? On YouTube 24 hours a day and can't go get a job and can't succeed. That's crazy. What? It's weird, man. So, like I said, hold up. At the end of the day, we're just going to keep on pushing, man. Like, I put my money where my mouth is. I'm an immortal vampire. I'm out here right now in the flesh, in person. And all these folks is terrified of me. They will never come out here and see me. Nope. That I assure you. I promise you. None of you folks would never come near me, man. So, like I said, you can sit there and pretend all you want. You ain't challenging any position I've stated or what I've said. Believe that. I've defeated you every time. Every time you even open your mouth, I shut it down, proved you wrong. So you're not laughing, because that would just be weird. That wouldn't make sense. Like, you're not laughing, bro. If you're typing laughing emojis, it's because you're crying, because you're upset at my success. Feel me? Hold on. So, like I said, us over here, we just gonna keep on winning. We gonna stay focused, and that's about it, man. We gotta do our thing, bro. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to sit here and play with folks. I could care less who feel what way, how they feel, what they talking about. I don't care at all, bro. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, bro, I'm waiting for one of y'all suckers to try me. Real talk. I'm not in the mood already. Feel me? So, like I said, ain't nobody gonna do nothing, and people gonna be quiet and stay in line, and I'll run this country. It is what it is, boy. Trust me on that. Feel me? So, like I said, everything is mine, and that's it. I'll talk to you in a minute. Easy money. We getting pissy.